Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese episode 626. I'm your Joe Dix, joined by Matt Zellner.
Hello.
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. This week, we are left for dead, or at least the game we played still is Left for Dead. More on that later. Matt, what's your favorite zombie movie?
Oh, man. That is a tough question.
Let me ask this while you think in the back of your brain. Do you generally like zombie movies? Are you into it? Are you over the
They're fine.
uh,
They're fine for the most part.
sure.
I don't watch them all. There's like one that eh kind of captures some attention. Sure, I'm gonna give it a watch, but
Yeah.
I don't know. My gut wants to say 28 Days Later. However, I've
Hmm.
only seen that movie like one time. I just remember it fondly.
Yeah,
And
same. I haven't gone back to it.
I don't know if nostalgia or something like word of mouth has influenced that and at all. I do like that remake of Dawn of the Dead. I think that's a fun movie.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. It honestly, I watched that and then saw the original. Like I watched the
I
original
don't think I've
after,
still
and
seen the original all the way through, but yeah.
yeah. But I liked it. Zack Snyder did okay with that. Night of the Living Dead is obviously like the classic, and I watched it. I remember that was. This is like how long I've been on Hulu. This was like, oh, you can watch movies on Hulu? Like, and it was just like there. It was like such a weird thing, like this Hulu.com. Uh yeah. I remember putting it on in the back. Yeah, just yeah. I think Night of the Living Dead's good, but it's definitely like slower paced for today and but super well done. Um yeah, I forgot about 28 Days Later. That's actually a good answer. The soundtrack's so good too. Really, really good. Um, I think a more contemporary one that stuck out with me is Train to Busan. You've not seen that.
I've not seen it. Yeah, I feel like that from what I've gathered, I feel like that would be maybe one of my answers for this if I had seen it.
I because the thing with that one is that it's like obviously these movies are always and zombie stories. It always ends up being about the people in them, not the zombies themselves. But this one is like nothing but heart all throughout. It's just so well done. I don't think you can go wrong with any Korean horror. So I've rarely seen a bad Korean horror movie, so go that direction.
I would
But
say I probably haven't seen many, but them have been stinkers.
I Train to Busan top notch. This one's not a zombie movie, but just on the topic of Korean horror, I will throw out Exuma from last year. Is still like, whoo, so good, so well done. Just like a world that feels believable, and everybody in it believes in everything they're doing. It all just makes so much sense. Kind of like it made sense for Turtle Rock Studios, or as they were known at the time of development, Valve South, made sense for developing Left 4 Dead, published by Valve, the people that make Steam, for the PC and Xbox 360. First released November 18th, 2008. The back of the box reads, four survivors in an epic struggle fighting hordes of swarming zombies. Can you survive the zombie apocalypse? We've got three images here. Winner of many awards, including Best of E3 from Game Informer and Maximum PC, Left 4 Dead is an intense new action game from Valve, creators of Half-Life, Counter-Strike, Portal, and Team Fortress. Single player, co op, and multiplayer modes are powered by the AI Director, which changes the zombies' effects and more to create a different experience every time you play. Features hundreds of zombies, 20 new maps, 10 new weapons, and four sprawling movie campaigns, plus versus mode. Play as the boss infected. www.l4d.com. Yeah, minimum requirements, you need Windows XP, Vista, or Vista 64. I wonder what
Whew.
the yeah you needed, dude.
Vista 64? Hot damn.
If you were on XP, you needed minimum 1 gig of RAM. If you were on Vista, 2 gigs of RAM required.
Christ, Vista was so bad.
You needed, I know, you needed 7.5 gigs of free space. And yeah, oof,
Well,
teeny tiny on my screen.
if my Windows, unfortunately 11 PC and its up to date things, I don't know, man. When I launched it, this game wanted me to really run at um 800 by 640 or whatever it is, full screen, 4:3 at the lowest setting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
had to be. I was concerned turning them up to high.
Did it run okay for you?
I think it did. I think we ran
I
just
didn't
fine.
look. Did they make this like Steam Deck compatible, Linux compatible, or are they doing all that with this game? Because it's a Valve game, that you'd think.
30-ish seconds, I might be able to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's old, and I would hope it can play it. Store
I know there
page.
was a Mac version back then, like a couple years after release, but I don't think it's still. I know it's not available like on Steam that way.
It has the I next to
Okay.
playable,
Yeah.
so I don't think they tweaked it, but I can't imagine this thing not running.
No, I mean, yeah, I was able to play it on a Mac through a VM. Fine enough. We had a little bit of hiccups here and there with my game would crash in between. What was it? In between each
Like chapter in the
age? Yeah, yeah. That was a little bit of a mess, but otherwise not
dude,
too
you
bad.
forgot the Pentium 4 processor requirement.
I didn't see that on here.
I'm on the Steam page now. I did a
Yeah,
little
they didn't have
scroll.
it on the back of the box. They left it
Yeah,
off.
at minimum Pentium 4.
Wow. Wow.
Recommended Intel Core 2 Duo.
Yeah, I see dual core 2.0 or AMD 64X2 or higher.
Oh man, you need an NVIDIA 7600. We're not even there yet.
No, we haven't. Yeah. It's so funny how quickly this stuff just becomes obsolete and yeah.
Don't say too quickly. I don't want to put 3 house payments for a graphics card anytime soon.
I mean, yeah, I know. But yeah, I mean this was 2008. Like, does this feel like a game from 2008 to you? Where are you at in 2008? What are you playing at this time?
Oh, so this is probably peak Guitar Hero time.
Oh yeah, nice.
Um, that's the big part of it. I don't have a PS3 yet. I don't think I get a PS3 until like either Christmas that year or 2009. And so I don't have that yet. So I'm playing stuff on the Wii.
Yeah. I same. I probably like this fall, I think I did. I bought because I bought it over the summer in between freshman and sophomore year of college. I bought a 360 that summer, but I was primarily Wii. And then 360, I was playing like whatever kind of stuff. I don't know, but like if I was playing something online, I was playing Call of Duty online, probably with my friends and stuff like that. I looked up I had a momentary scare today. Um, I looked up, I'm friends with my old Xbox 360 account because I lost it and can't get into it and whatever. So I looked it up today to see, like, did I play this way back when or not? And I wasn't on my friends list anymore. So I thought Xbox deleted my old 360 account, but it turns out when they changed over that friend system, I just needed to like re-add. Yeah. Um, I did not play this one on 360 at least. I played two. I had like a bunch of achievements for Left 4 Dead 2, but not one. So I don't know that I played this one back then, but yeah, it would have been whatever was hitting the Xbox Live Arcade, stuff on Wii. At this point, 2008 in March, that was Smash Brothers. So I was definitely in that.
Uh,
Metroid Prime 3.
I no, I think at this rate, my one friend Mike probably has a 360, so I know we're probably rolling Halo 3, Modern
Yeah,
Warfare, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Let me correct myself.
nice.
Um, he got this though at some point because I remember putting time into some of
Yeah.
these campaigns and even like briefly playing online some, but I don't like it didn't stick around long. So I don't know if he borrowed it from someone and we had it for like a week or two or what happened. But that's where I remember playing this game. Um,
Yeah. I had a friend too who had this on 360, and I remember being at his apartment playing it a bunch.
yeah.
Just for hours and hours and hours. It's and it's that kind of game too where and I felt that when you and I just played through leading up to this, where like, man, you can play this game forever. It does not get old. It didn't feel old then, doesn't feel old now. Like this game is just has so much, even though you just play the same content, it's just that good. Um, the back of the box hinted at it. The title hints at it, but there are four survivors in the world. The game's set up to be like classic zombie movies. So each episode or campaign, I
Yeah.
guess, is
Yeah.
a different movie. Um, all starring the same actors. And then you choose one of the characters. There's no character perks or anything, right? It's just a matter of,
No, I don't think so.
personal preference. When you and I played, we just went random, but you've got Francis, Bill, Zoe, and is it Lewis or Louis? I don't know that
Ooh, I don't remember hearing the name out loud.
I know.
Let me go Lewis.
I'm good with Lewis. Um,
Don't don't remember.
yeah, I don't know. But they're all stereotypical zombie movie
Yeah.
fashion. You've got the like hardened vet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the one that seems like she's in Resident Evil, the other one that seems like he's in Resident Evil, and the other one who seems like he's in Resident Evil. It's kind of the way it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, the thing that really, so I mean, if you've never played this and you're just like wandering into a podcast about Left 4 Dead, the game, you choose a campaign you want to play, choose your character, you load in. As soon as you load in, you're in a safe house, and you select one of the weapons on the table. In the beginning of each of the movies, the weapons are shotgun, SMG.
That's it.
That's it. And as you play through, you'll level those, not level those up, but you'll find better versions of those, plus some others, throughout the world. Um, Everybody has a pistol at minimum, and that pistol has infinite ammo. The secondary weapons, which are actually your primary weapons that you choose from, those do not have infinite ammo, but you have some regular fill stations throughout. You know, not just at the safe houses, but also in like random piles. Especially if there's a section where like they're gonna throw a bunch of zombies at you, and they know it's gonna be like a heavier ammo dump. They'll give you a spot to refill. You've got health kits that will do they fully full your do they fill your health? I don't know if they
Um,
do.
they don't fully refill, but it's pretty damn close. I don't know what impacts
Yeah.
that because I've definitely like refilled from like accidentally from like 80 to 97 for some
Yeah,
reason,
yeah.
but I've also like refilled from like 30 to 93.
90.
So I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know if there's some kind of like permanent damage system that's under the hood or what, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But health kits will bring your health back where pills will kind of act as a stopgap. So if you've lost a bunch of health and you eat
It's
pills,
temporary.
it'll Yeah, it'll fill that meter up, but you'll see they're like hashed out. They're not. It's not an actual
And it'll
health
tick
bar.
down over time. It's a slow
Yeah,
timer. It's not like immediate, but yeah, it's
yeah.
temporary.
It's not. I never like had a problem like running for a good chunk of a level on pills.
Yeah, you'll die
Um,
to zombies before I think the pills will kill you.
yeah. And then there's two other items we didn't talk about in this game. There's Molotov cocktails and pipe bombs. The Molotovs, as you'd expect, you throw they at the point of impact they explode, and fire will not only like linger in the area, so anything passing through it catches fire, but anybody it hits, it'll ignite them, and they usually will burn to death. Some will
Yeah, the special
stagger
types
through them.
usually linger on, but yeah, the regular zombies just kind of burn and fizzle out.
Yeah. The pipe bomb has a ticking sound to it or a beeping sound. So when you throw it, zombies will chase in its direction. So it's a good way to like, you know, uh,
Crowd control.
thwart. Yeah, do some crowd control. And obviously that blows up, takes out a bunch as well. And we've hinted around it a little bit. There's the special types of zombies, the infected. So you want to volley these back and forth or something, and then we can talk about our faves or whatever. You got
Oh, I forgot to pull up
the
the list, but I think I can go off memory. Got the smoker.
throw one out. Smoker. What's smoker do?
Smoker. Well, visually he actually has like green like smoke kind of coming off of him, but he is the one that has the tongue that will grab you and pull you in its direction. Like you'll kind of see with another similar kind of type of zombie. If captured, you need a teammate to bail you out, whether it's shooting
Yes.
the smoker enough to unlatch or killing it in some fashion. But yeah, as you are trapped, it will ding your health away. So yeah, that's the smoker.
Let's let's keep. I want to see how good you do. What else you got?
Oh,
See if we can get them all.
next, the hunter.
Yep.
That is
Another one that will trap you.
Yeah, that's the one that like leaps around. It's in a black hoodie. It will same kind of similar mechanic, but instead of grabbing you and pulling it towards you, it leaps at you and kind of tackles you in the spot you're in. It will when you're tackled again, you need a teammate to bail you out, but the animation's more so like it's clawing at you, more so. And again, you can shoot them off to kind of get them to disengage, or if enough firepower, you just kill them. Right there. I'm gonna save the scariest one for last. There is is it a boomer or is it
The boomer, you got it.
I want to
Yeah.
say bloater, but that's the Last of
That's
Us.
me.
Oh
Yeah, I kept screaming bloater the whole time. Every time we were playing, I'm just like bloater. Oh wait,
yeah. So the boomer is big old fat zombie, and it doesn't engage with you in the way where like you will die if hit. What it does do though is puke on you, and its puke will attract a horde. I'm sure we'll get more into horde gameplay because that's a big part of all of this. But yeah, when a horde is triggered, it is chaos, mass fucking chaos. So yeah, you want to kind of keep your distance and kill it before it has a chance to puke on you. Or
because he'll puke
teammates.
on you, but then the other part too is like when you kill him, he explodes, and if anything's too close to that explosion, you'll also get covered in puke.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and then there's also like a visual, like a UI thing on your end. If you where it's like you turn like you see a lot of yellow. It gets not that you can't see, but it's very hard to kind of see what's going on. I think you
it's pretty.
I think you slow down some too initially as well, so you can't just like run away.
That one's impossible. Like the other ones, like the hunter and the smoker, you're like physically trapped by them, and like you can't do anything until your teammates get you out. The boomer, it's more just like you have no idea where you are really. Am I facing zombies? I know I'm getting attacked because I'm covered in attract.
And you see all the red markers everywhere on your UI.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the three like special model ones. You have your tank.
Yep, the tank is another one.
So imagine the Incredible Hulk as a zombie, and that's the tank.
That's the tank. He
Um,
will rip up chunks of the ground, or does he throw cars?
yes, he does.
Yeah.
We found that out.
Yes. Oh,
He
right,
threw a
right in the
truck.
parking
Yeah,
garage.
yeah,
That was good.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll throw cars too.
We we could jump into that. We were doing one. We were making. I think that was Dead Air, and we
Yeah.
were going through that campaign. We're like right near the end of the level, and it wasn't like a particularly harrowing level or anything. Like we didn't have like a tough time, but it was definitely like we'd just gotten through like a big bit, and it was like, okay, I think we just got to run up here. Safe house is right up top. We're good to go. And then you and I both ran the corner, and the tank was just there. Boom, both dead with the car. And then were we either already down one of the AI characters,
No, I think we got
or
them back at that point if it was that run. But the
okay,
AI,
they didn't.
it's fine. But yeah, no, once
Yeah,
like just two people against a tank with the tank just focusing on one of them, it's a tough task.
yeah.
Um so yeah, that's a tank. And then you have the witch, which I think is one of the coolest just mechanic zombies ever in a video game.
Yeah.
So as you're walking around, on top of other various noises you're hearing all throughout, you'll start to hear like a cry and like a whine as well, and that is your signal that a witch is nearby. And a witch is once you kind of got to be careful because it's like a stealth slash preparation mechanic you kind of have to deal with her. So typically, like you hear, once you kind of know how to engage a witch, like you hear it and you kind of just like shut down, and you're like the main objective all of a sudden is not to get to the hideout, it's to like, where's the witch to not fuck this up.
Yeah.
So you find the witch, and it's gonna be like sitting down, kind of like crisscross applesauce, or like crouched down, like just crying and kind of like just bent over. Um, your flashlights, you want to like turn them off, and you kind of want to move quietly around it. And that's if you want to get around them, because sometimes they're off the beaten path, and honestly, sometimes just better just not to engage them unless you really are exploring.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Or achievement hunting.
yeah, that too. So like I said, there's a stealth mechanic to the witch. However, if stealth breaks down and you accidentally shine a light or you get too close with your footsteps, she will awaken, and it is just a mad charge at the first person, and it's just heavy fucking damage with these long like
Yeah, big
nails that
claws.
claws probably that she has. And it is like a quick fucking kill if you don't have your distance, you're right on top of her, and it can easily go downhill if you awaken a witch at the wrong moment with a horde, or a smoker just shows up at the right or at the wrong time. You, like not panic sets in, but like a level of alertness kind of
Like,
comes at.
yeah, if I don't do exactly this, this is over. Like, I might be imagining this, but I feel like we had one where I triggered a witch because I was covered in bile and wandered in the wrong direction during a horde fight. Like, it was just like mass chaos. Because there's usually like all the ones, which, by the way, shout out, you got all five. Um, Usually the game gives you one of these at a time. It's rare that you get more than one, but sometimes you do. And like, yeah, the combinations of how these things can stack up starts to get pretty gnarly. And of course, when I'm saying that, we're on normal difficulty when we played. I don't know how much that shifts if you
I don't know. I don't know the difficulty differences. I feel like when I played this on Xbox, we struggled a lot more. So I have a feeling we were trying some hard campaign runs,
yeah.
because I don't remember it. Not that it was easy, but I don't like we were having trouble finishing campaigns. Like I remember distinctly the end of Dead Air when you're at the tanker and you call
Yeah.
it and you're waiting for the plane. I remember distinctly dying there multiple times in a run on Xbox.
Yeah, and we had like no problem with that one.
Yeah, so I think we're doing some higher runs, but I don't know if that's just like there's less ammo stacks, there's less supplies in the field. I don't know if it's just things hit harder or what. But yeah, so you kind of just started to describe like the game and like kind of the design of it, but really it's just you want to get from hideout to hideout.
That's
and
it.
there's
Yeah.
usually some kind of trail. There's, like I said, some areas for exploration, which some of them are just empty doors, but they serve a purpose if you lose a character, which is a cool mechanic that they have. Um, but no, like, and just like the other thing that this game is designed to make you do is make you stay together. Like talking
100%.
talking with your game, staying next to your team, kind of like you don't need a lot of coordination, but just kind of knowing where someone's at all times,
Yeah.
because that smoker is going to come, and if you're by yourself, you're just fucked. Like it's game over.
Yeah. If someone's not close enough to you, it's not.
Yeah, it and so like any of these zombies present a threat, and even like a horde at the wrong corner and you get backed up against the, like, it's just bad news too. So
Yeah.
yeah, like that's
We
a
had it with a witch. Remember, like the last run we did, we cleared everything out. It was all good, and we both heard the witch, and I just started peeking. And I had my light off. I was good, but like I made just too much noise peeking while you were back looting, and the other two were with you too. And like
I was
I
waiting
wasn't
for
even that.
them, and a flame came
Yeah.
across the alley and it couldn't come through, so I was just waiting. I was kind of with them to make sure a horde didn't come up behind them slash like you,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you just got like
I
deleted.
was gone.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't think I had that much health left anyway. It wasn't that low, but it wasn't that high either. And all I did was like peek, and it startled her enough that she just leapt, and I threw a Molotov at her to try and back her off, and she just took me right to the, like, just was on me. So it was no bueno. But
So that, like, that's just like a big part of this too, and that's where like the co-op and the play with friends really kicks in and shines. And even like we didn't play the multiplayer. I'm not even sure how active servers would be. I'm sure there's you easily
yeah,
get a private game spun up if you know enough people, but I remember that just being mass chaos too, and just spawning in
yeah,
as smokers and hunters and stuff of that nature. But yeah, I like, honestly, for as simple as the game is, it's so fun. Like you can run this stuff easily again and again. The I forgot the fancy term you use for it, the Valve AI, or the director, or whatever you called it.
yeah. I think they said director AI director.
Yeah. It does change your campaign playthrough, and even like on a checkpoint or a replay of that chapter of your campaign, you'll see that. So like the
Oh yeah,
example we just talked about, like when we got decimated by a truck that the tank threw at us.
yeah.
When we got there, we saw a tank, I think, a little bit earlier in the
Right
level.
before.
And
Yeah,
then when we were climbing when we were going through the same section, I purposely told you, I was like, nope, we learned a lot. Like, you stay back, I'll turn the corner and hope for the best.
yeah.
And no tank, no zombies, anything left to be.
I
You know,
think we had a witch up there, but she was way off in the corner
oh,
where it
maybe
didn't
that
even
was
matter
it. Yeah,
anymore.
but yeah, no, just a different. I mean, but like before the tank killed us, we were probably in close enough proximity to hear a witch. We didn't hear a witch that first
Mm-mm.
playthrough attempt, or that first attempt. So yeah,
Yeah,
its core game was only 4 campaigns. I think it's up to 6 with DLC. They're a little
yeah.
bit
Something.
smaller. I heard the they're not as linear. They're a little bit more path branching.
Hmm.
But not as like long. I think there's only like 3 chapters for each of those or whatever. But like, again, you're like, oh, 4 campaigns and each one's about an hour. That seems like a waste of time. No, just keep replaying them. Like, it's not like
Yeah,
oh, I have to keep replaying it to get my money. No, it's like you're gonna want to keep playing it because it's fun.
yeah. Like I think to me, like I think when you think of the idea of playing through a campaign, that sounds very much like beginning end and you're done. But I think you look at this more like playing something like Call of Duty Online
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, where it's like I'm just hanging out with my friends and playing this thing for a while. Like there's not a beginning and end to it outside of whatever we decide ourselves. Because the games change enough. There's a simple set of rules that you mostly have to follow, but yeah, it's always going to be different scenarios. I think the different difficulty levels give you enough variety. The random layouts of where zombies hit and all that. There's definitely, you know, elements to each level that are set. Like every stage has at least one major,
Yeah.
like,
You got
let's trigger the horde.
yeah. You got to move the bridge, and of course it makes noise. Oh, you got to blow up this gate. Of course it's going to make noise. And
Yeah.
yeah, and that's the other thing. There's certain environmental aspects. So, you may be playing with an asshole AI named Bill who just keeps fucking triggering car alarms for no goddamn reason and bringing a horde. And yeah, when a
Everything.
horde comes, it's a horde.
I mean,
it's not just from one direction too. It comes from everywhere, so you can't even find like a wall to back into. Not that you even
mhm.
want to, because you just get so overwhelmed quickly. But there's like no rhyme or reason to where enemies are coming from, and you just have to like kind of panic and hope for the best, or move out of it, or something. There's a couple. Depending on the situation, I guess there's a couple different strategies too, but it turns more into a very reactive situation quick.
Yeah. Yeah, it every single time, dude. Every time the tooltip would come up that says like
Oh,
some cars have alarms that will activate zombies, like without fail, we would get a notice that says like Francis or Bill or whoever
yeah.
alerted the horde.
Yeah.
Awful. Um, the hordes are fun. Like obviously they're stressful, but they're fun because at that point, like you really get to go wild with your weaponry.
Yeah.
Later on in the stages, like or in the chapters of the campaign, you end up getting those upgraded weapons. So your shotgun becomes a 10 round automatic shotgun. The SMG becomes an assault rifle. And then you also get a sniper, right?
There's like a hunting rifle, yeah.
Yeah, as an option. And like you can really just like have a great time with that stuff at that point. Um, yeah, I mean the one downside to equipment is the aforementioned pipe bombs and cocktails. You only get one slot for those, period, and you can't carry doubles. I think the sequel you can carry maybe two, or I don't know.
Um, maybe. I also know this the sequel introduces melee weapons, so you might have an extra inventory slot for that too.
Right, that makes sense. Yeah. Um, but in this, it's just one until you can grab another one. But it is nice when you're like in an area where you see extra pipe bombs on the ground. You've got some nonsense happening. Like, let me throw one, grab one, throw one. Yeah, you can map it out that way. Um, and then every campaign ends with sort of like a final showdown where you are at this one space that's pretty well equipped with there's a big ammo refill pile. There's usually a chain gun or like a mounted turret gun you can stand at. And there's like the big activation you have to do. Like, what's the thing that you're calling in that you're gonna wait for whoever to show up to
Yeah.
rescue you? But it's the rescue scene at the end of the movie. Um, and that's where it's just like, okay, the final standoff. Can we get through it? Can we kill two tanks at once?
Yeah.
That kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Um, what's your kind of approach in winning these games?
These kinds is I don't know. This is I I hate to say like communication, because like I said, it's not like me and
No,
you
yeah.
are really like, all right, I'm entering this hallway. All right, come get my back.
It's
Yeah, it's
it's
not.
not like exact coordination, but you're right where it is like it's exactly what you said. Like when we knew the tank might be up there and you just threw out like hang tight, let me go up ahead solo. Like that's all it takes. Or like
Yeah,
even when I was wandering toward that witch, you were like, don't go off too far. I'm still back here. And it was already too late. But like those types of things where I probably should have said, I'm gonna walk forward and see where this witch is rather than just wandering off. And like I feel like that's the times where we did our worst, it was because I wandered off and didn't communicate, right? Or like something, or
yeah,
Bill
just
set off a car
wandering, or
alarm. Yeah.
no, yeah, like I said, it's like staying together, just some coordination goes a long way. I'm sure the coordination has to amplify as you amplify the difficulty, um, but no, I like it's fun. I don't know. I like Yeah, I was like pistols first to conserve ammo for when I needed it, sure. But,
Yeah,
I also had no problem burning through some of my ammo at times either.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, like, I don't know. Even in defeat, this game doesn't take itself that serious enough where it feels like a defeat also. And I think that's one of
No,
the,
yeah.
I think that's one of the cooler parts of this game. It plays itself out like a movie, but not like a 28 Days Later. It plays out more like a Grindhouse Planet Terror type zombie movie
Very much so.
than anything else, and is intentionally campy and whatnot. I mean, not to say there's not some like tense moments in tight spaces, especially with a witch and whatnot, but yeah, it's more like an action game than a horror game or a game that takes itself too serious as well.
We've got the AI surprises from your partners. You've got the changes in sort of the layout. Are there any other random elements to this that we missed?
No, I mean the big thing with the randomness is just how the campaign it changes literally like from death and a reload. You're never getting the same
Yeah.
thing twice, so you kind of always. Like I said, you kind of depend on the difficulty, of course, but you kind of always have to be on your toes just a little bit just to be ready for anything.
What's the most annoying part of these games?
Probably play by yourself. Honestly, I didn't play by
Mm,
myself. I didn't
no.
have the I didn't have the drive to try it because these games work so well with friends. And
Yeah.
when we were playing together, I really don't think I had too many annoyances. I think the biggest problem I had was I came from the Battlefield 6 beta to a source game from 2008, and that was jarring for the first couple minutes.
Yeah.
But besides that, I really didn't. Nothing really bothered me too much. But I could see how this game gets real annoying real fast just by yourself.
Yeah, it's probably just tedious and slow a bit. I think that's why did you ever play Evolve?
No, no, I stayed away from that from that one.
I bought it. Um I don't know if I bought it at full price or if I waited on sale, but yeah, I bought it and I remember playing online with strangers and like it just didn't flow the same way and I don't know. Premise was neat. Just didn't come together.
But yeah, that's like so. That's another thing. Like I feel like this game carved the path for all these types of games to become a thing, and
Yeah.
whether it's just pure co-op, like something like GTFO, or stuff like that, or the new classic every horror movie franchise has a 4v1 game nowadays.
Dude,
Um,
yeah, there.
they're they're coming hard and fast nowadays.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I feel like without this game, we wouldn't have Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Well, we don't technically have Friday the 13th.
had Friday the 13th. Um,
Wait, they're doing a Texas Chainsaw one too? Like I knew about
no, no, no,
Halloween.
no. They did a Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Oh
and
my
it
gosh.
came out. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Predator, soon to have Halloween. Um, I think I got
Man,
them all. Dead by Daylight
wild.
getting a new DLC pack, fucking every quarter. It feels like.
I know, with every single franchise tangentially related to horror
Dude, it's
is
so
becoming
funny now
one.
with Dead by Daylight though. They're to the point where all these other franchises are spitting out their games. They're having to delist like
Oh,
Halloween's delisted, Hellraiser is delisted because that I don't think that's a 4v1 game though. But
right.
Hellraiser is coming out with a game. Some of that stuff's
Dang.
delisting. It's kind of bizarre.
Did they put Art the Clown in Dead by Daylight
Oh, I don't think so. He's in Call of Duty.
right now? Or
I
no?
think it. Yeah, I think it's this one.
Hmm.
I don't know if you could like buy him currently because I think it was during the Halloween pack, but
Oh, they rotated out. That sucks.
I think so. I don't. I've never really gone back to try to buy anything before, so I couldn't really tell you how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, Art was the same
Uh,
season as Michael Myers. Funny enough.
oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, he's on the Art the Clown Wikipedia page. He was in Call of Duty Warzone and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 during an event called The Haunting.
Mm-hmm.
He appeared in the 2023 comedy series Bupkis, created by and starring Pete Davidson.
Okay.
And Terrifier the arcade game. That's out, right?
I don't remember seeing that.
It's like a beat 'em up.
Is it the same studio that did the Evil Dead and Halloween one?
Hmm. I gotta look at the oh wow. Getting all sorts of fun stuff here.
Oh boy. All right. Well. Anyway, back to why you're looking at it. Back to the point of yeah, all this shit wouldn't exist without this game. I think this was the first.
No.
This like paved the way for it. Um, I don't know your feelings on 2. You said you played it. I never played it per se, and I put
Yeah,
this one on the list just more so because I played it. And it was the first one. I
I
didn't
think
have.
this was the right call.
Yeah, I didn't have like a bigger reason than that to not do 2 instead of this one.
I think too, from my memory of it, I mean, I haven't played it since it came out, so it's been 15 years. Um, my memory of two is not far off from this. I like looking at the list of stuff that got added. I forgot about melee weapons that you mentioned, but that's one thing. You might be you I feel like you could double stack like health and pills or something
Nah,
in the sequel. And I think and I know they added some other infected types. Like there's a wandering witch in the second one where instead of her sitting and crying, she's actually like wandering around and crying. Um, there's like I think there's something that spits, maybe. I don't remember. Um, no, I think this is like just a good core, solid foundation, 100%. Um, well, you mentioned jumping from the Battlefield 6 beta and into this. And you called out its source engine origins. That you obviously added this to the list for the co-op thing, or not
yeah.
obviously. But
The co-op was the lead reason. Yeah.
yeah. Um, but it's a source game,
It
and a big,
is.
sort of focus for you this season was looking at first-person shooter engines. How do you think this one reflects the source engine?
I mean, when I like it moves like Half Life from what I remember Half Life 2 moving like it. This is a very like slippy, slidey engine. It moves weird.
Yeah.
Like it is like it's between like Frostbite. And yeah, I know I'm coming off a Battlefield 6, so just bear with me. But like I think between like engines like Frostbite and Source, those are like 2 engines where like when you move, you know what you're playing like immediately. Or maybe
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one vaulting animation in Frostbite versus like just starting to move straight left and right, and that little bit of slide that you have in your character movement. No, Source just it feels it's always stood out as feeling unique. I don't like I said I think the movement is the main reason why, but um, no, just like the ragdoll effects. The zombies just flying everywhere. The destruction of everything. Like you can see where they just took like some of the particle effects from Half-Life 2 with the gravity gun and just kind of threw it into Left 4 Dead, and
Yeah.
it's almost like I don't like I know it's different studios, but it's almost kind of like someone modded Half-Life and have fun, and then they were like, oh, let's spin this out to a game, which is kind of like I think how Portal started.
Well, no,
Obviously,
that
that's how
is
obviously that's how Counter-Strike started.
no, but this was a Counter-Strike mod.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Yeah. All
Yep.
right.
Yeah, yeah. This was a Counter-Strike mod that got bubbled up to Gabe by someone at Valve, where they were like, "Look at this thing," and they brought these guys in and helped them make Left 4 Dead. Yeah. No, 100%. And like, I think that's another thing too. Like, we looked at Quake 4 earlier this year, where like Raven made that, and Raven had done not mods per se, but like they went all the way back to the Heretic and Hexen days where they were doing stuff based on the Doom engine, and like in this case, you've just got people who like are building their own thing based on the engine itself, and like how to me like it just exemplifies how important putting like letting giving people tools to build stuff is, and like the other sad reality, like video games are 100% a business, and there's no I would never want it without, you know what I mean? Like the companies that make stuff, I'm not saying I don't want that because you need that also, but there is at the same time this very, very valuable life that comes out of mod communities and stuff that just kind of gets born out of people having time to mess around. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it sucks because it's one of those things where it's like there's a fine line between free labor and you know like
Yeah.
when's the point where you're exploiting stuff, and you know I think that all just comes down to finance and whatever, but like it's it's cool that people are able to take something and build a whole, I mean Left 4 Dead's huge, right? And we just talked about how much it impacted and influenced, and all that came from people making a mod for Counter-Strike, which not too far off from, you know, Fortnite ripping off PUBG, which was an adaptation of an Arma 3 mod. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff. Just
I would say that's kind of like Valve's main library of games. It just seems like to be mods off of shit.
yep.
They
We just
pluck it
oh
in.
yeah,
Yeah.
we made this thing. Now
Oh, that
everybody makes
Warcraft
stuff
mod
off
looks
of it.
cool. Let's just milk that for money.
Yeah,
Uh,
100%.
yeah. No.
That's
No.
why there is no Left 4 Dead 3 because they don't need to.
Well, yeah. Back for Blood. I
Well, I
never
meant
played it.
more that Valve won't get there. But yeah,
Oh
you're
yeah.
right. Yeah,
I never played Back for Blood though. Mark did.
yeah, yeah. These are Mark's jams. All the Left 4 Dead stuff, everything they did. He probably skipped Evolve like most people did, but um, yeah. No, I didn't either. I believe Back for Blood hit Game Pass at a point where I had Game Pass. I installed it, never touched it, and then the turned on my Xbox one day and was like, "Oh, back. Oh, right. I don't have, never
Yeah.
mind. Guess I'll uninstall it." One of those things.
I
Um,
know the zombie and the horror kind of genre are like easy co-op survival things. You know, and, like, is there a specific one you would look for? Like you would want like a maybe like a
mm,
different twist on it or whatever. Not to say that those
that's
things don't
tough.
exist, because remember, Fortnite was almost one of these.
I know, right? Can you still play that
I have zero
actually?
idea.
Yeah, that's weird, man. Um, I don't know if I have a good answer for you. Like,
I don't think I have a good answer either. I was just curious.
yeah, I think like something like Vampire Survivors is interesting,
Mm-hmm.
where I've not tried the co-op in that, but I'm eager to. Like that seems like it could be a good time. I feel like for me, like if you start splitting out like genres of like horror things, um, and things that could be horde-ish, I feel like something with aliens would be interesting. Like,
You did kind of get that one co-op shooter that they had. It kind of came and went though. That was a few years ago.
which one?
It was like,
Oh, aliens. Sorry, I didn't mean
oh,
Alien
the
EM.
property. Oh, sorry. Okay, never
No,
mind.
that's a really good point though. You're right. There was a Dark Descent, I think, is
Oh,
the
there
name
was
of it.
that one. No, but there was a third person one they did too.
Right, they did a top down and a third person.
Yeah, Dark Descent's the more recent one, but the other one was like a few years ago.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it. I know what you're talking about though. No, I just meant like gray aliens. Like what's that? Destroy All Humans? Is that the name of the
Oh yeah, like
game?
that little guy.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know what that game. I don't know that gameplay, but like if you did a thing where you've got alien invaders and you're trying to run, shoot, and then you have different tiers of alien that come. I think you could translate Left 4 Dead for that. I think the idea for Evolve was also pretty cool too, where you've
It
got different
was.
classes against these giant kaiju style monster. Like that's cool. You know, it just didn't come together, I suppose.
Well,
Or maybe it did. I don't.
that more so got shot in the foot by its pay for the kaiju's
Is
model.
that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, because I think like the base game was one of those things where you got like two, and it
Yep.
almost immediately like two were available as like to buy.
DLC.
Yeah,
Yeah. That. Okay.
because that was published by one EA if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think it was 2K.
Was it 2K? Oh, maybe I'm
What's it
thinking
called?
EA
Evolve.
because the same exact fucking thing happened to Battlefront 2.
Oh God.
I think
Turtle
you're
Rock.
right. I think you're right. I think it was
Evolve.
2K.
Yeah, 2K. But I think it got passed around maybe.
Uh,
So Turtle Rock split from Valve in 2010, and they'd been there dreaming up the idea of Evolve, inspired by hunting games such as Cabela's Big Game Hunter and Deer Hunter. Um,
Call the Wild?
Not there, but yeah, it should be. THQ. That I knew there was another thing. THQ was originally going to publish the game, but they gave it to Take Two
It ran out
after.
of money. This was before
Yeah,
THQ Nordic became THQ.
right. Because THQ's they're back now, right?
Well, I think Nordic just rebranded. But
Yeah.
isn't that weird now too? Didn't they split or their parent company split properties again?
Yeah, they're all over the
If
place.
that feels like a money laundering business.
Well, wait, THQ Nordic is still THQ Nordic. But I think they tuck the Nordic away sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you're right. They sold off a bunch of things, divested, closed down, all this nonsense. Yeesh. What a mess. What a mess. Um yeah, and then so Turtle Rock did evolve. That one didn't shake out. Back for Blood is more back to Left 4 Dead. It's a spiritual successor to that. Um
There was different
maybe I
gameplay
did
though with it. It was like wasn't it like a card system or something involved with it?
right, I did play this. I I
I
remember it.
never
You're
played
right.
it,
As
but
soon as you said card.
I think I remember Mark talking about it at various points. Yeah.
Yeah. You get a I think like you choose the hero character you want. Like it's class based in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you get cards. At the start of each level, you build your deck with cards that adjust various elements of gameplay. So that adjusts your health, damage, and stamina. And then you'll get like cards that work against you and stuff like that. Yeah, I forgot about that whole system. And that I think is really what makes Left 4 Dead great. Because it's
It is what you get.
just pure.
It is what it is.
Yeah. There's a handful of weapons. There's characters that make no difference. They're just, uh, you will not
Reloading.
feel a
It's
difference.
however you say
Yeah.
reloading.
One kind of sounds like John Goodman, and that's about it. But yeah.
Did you have any good jump scares during your playthrough?
I think the witch is always going to be a good jump scare, but I also feel like I remembered the smokers, but the
Hmm.
first time getting grabbed by a smoker, I was like, "Oh God, I'm grabbed by a smoker." Yeah, that definitely hit me.
I thought
What
you
about
would
you?
share the same answer with me. The Valve loud ass intro at the very beginning of the game.
Boom. Yeah, every time,
Your volume could be at 10 out of 100,
dude.
and that thing's still fucking loud as shit.
The best part too is that like I manually set mine to like 3 in the volume mixer just for Left 4 Dead, and my game kept crashing while Matt and I were playing, and like it would crash. I'd reopen it, it would destroy me. I'd look at the volume mixer to go change it down, and it was still on 3. I'd have to like go up and back down again to get it to. It's a mess. Yeah, that probably is the scariest part of the game. Maybe boot up without your headphones in. My
I feel like
recommendation.
it's still gonna be loud through the headphones. You have to turn them off like completely.
Yeah. Mm. Good night. Well, it's time we rank this thing. You can view all of our rankings at thefreecheese.com/the-list. Or if you're watching the video version of this podcast, you can see it on screen now. What do we want to do with Left 4 Dead? I
Uh,
like Left 4 Dead a lot. I
I
had a
do
great time with it.
I do
I think it's
too.
great.
I do too. You let off with Deus Ex, so I'll take the turn here. I have this. I think our rankings on screen are a little messed up. So I think it would be the new 30 now. Between Undertale and Batman the video game.
Interesting. We're close, man.
Okay, where you got it?
I'm 10 shy of you. I had it at 39 between Space Channel 5 and Geometry Wars Retro Evolved 2.
I'm coming down to you.
Really?
I didn't see Parasite Eve.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was
I
Parasite
I
Eve.
saw kind of Titanfall and I was like as fun as Titanfall is, I kind of just like playing this and hanging out in it. And I just
Yeah.
kind of like worked my way up. I didn't go down far enough to see Parasite Eve. So where
No.
did you have it exactly?
I had it below Space Channel 5,
I think
above
that's
Geometry
I
Wars.
dunk it. Put it there.
Boom. Left for Dead. Look, last week we got a top 10, top 5.
Yeah.
This time though, we're in the top 50, which means something now because we're in the top third of the list because we've done that many video games. Right?
Yeah. Nuts.
I can't believe it. Not one bit. The list keeps going. Yeah, we're at 154 right now, including all the good games we've done on the podcast, games we've done on live stream, and we've still got more than 10 at least 10 for the
Christ.
rest of the year. I know.
I thought we were towards the end, but I think it's because I've completed some of these games up ahead, or I've had my
No,
time with them. In the
yeah,
case
yeah.
of I think one that's I think next actually.
Yes, it is. Speaking of which, next week, come back and hang out with us for Otogi Myth of Demons, the From Software Xbox exclusive that you never knew existed, unless you too had a copy of EGM from 2003. Maybe you did. Left 4 Dead was fun. I
Yeah,
am leaving it installed, so we should play more of it. I'm down to play 2.
yeah. It's
I don't
it's.
know that I need to play Back for Blood because now I was gonna suggest that maybe, but now that you reminded me of the card system, I think I'm good.
I don't think I own it. So I have to buy it. Not that I think it's going to be. I think I could probably find it at a fall sale for pretty cheap, but yeah.
Yeah,
No, I own Left 4 Dead 2 though already. Funny enough, I owned that one, but not one. When we went to play it, I had to buy it.
I might have had the same thing because there was like a Valve bundle at some point that was like,
All the
best of the
twos.
best. Or
Oh,
yeah. All the 2s, never the 3s. Uh, no, maybe not. I don't. Yeah, I don't have it. That one is officially supported for Steam though, so jot that down.
Steam Deck,
Steam
you mean?
OS.
Oh, or Steam
No,
OS.
there's like a little Steam logo.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense
No, and it
though.
is verified on Steam Deck too.
I'm sure that's the more played one if searching for games.
Yeah, I can see it.
Did they? Maybe I'm imagining. Did they like import the classic campaigns into that or something as well?
Oh, that I don't know, but that would make sense if they did.
I don't know.
I
I
could
think
see that.
I might be making that up. But if that's the case, I could easily see why I choose the played one now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm stoked we played this. This is good. Good time. Yeah, so come back next week, hang out for Otogi. And then we've got our check-in with the games of the century in just 2 weeks. Stay tuned for that. Until then, thank you, Matt. Thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time. Bye.